A person is recorded as missing every 2 minutes in the UK. Of those, 79% who go missing will return or be found within 24 hours. Just 2% are found within a week. The rest have never been found. My name is Stacey Williams and this is Missing Mystery. Today, I am looking at the missing mystery case of Esra Uyrun. I came across Ezra's story through a documentary on television last year and have been extremely intrigued by her case ever since. Esra Uyrun was just 37 years old when she was reported missing and is a mother of one child, her son Emin, and was also married to her husband Azra of 7 years at the time of her disappearance. Esra is originally of Turkish descent, but is British and speaks with an English accent. Esra is 5'3" tall with a slim build, has blonde highlighted hair, green eyes and tanned colour skin. In the past, Ezra has had her hair black in colour. It is reported that Ezra was last seen wearing black leggings, a dark coloured top with either a black or denim jacket and white Nike trainers. Both Ezra and her husband worked at Sporting Bet in Park West. However, she had ceased working there following the birth of her son. Ezra was unable to afford to pay for her son to attend nursery, so instead attended many local groups, including mother and toddlers groups. She was also very fond of helping out with local charities and was organising a fashion show at the time of her disappearance. Ezra had been living in Ronanstown Grove of Clondalkin, West Dublin, at the time of her disappearance. She had been living in this area for around 4 to 5 years at the time, and is believed she knew many shop owners and was known by many. Previous to residing in West Dublin, Ezra had lived in North London. It was on 23rd of February 2011 that she was last seen leaving her home at around 7:20 AM to get some milk from a local shopping centre, Neilstown, in her car, to which she never arrived and hasn't been seen or heard of since. Ezra was expected to return home from this supposed quick visit as her husband needed the car for work that morning. It was around 7:50 AM. CCTV footage captured her car entering a roundabout less than 5 minutes from her home, totalling a 34-minute time gap. It is key to remember that this week was half-term for the schools, so there were hardly any other road users who would have normally been commuting to local schools for the morning school runs. Her sister Berna says that this timing is suspicious and unusual, and because of this she carried out the drive herself to test the timings surrounding the journey. It took Berna 34 minutes, leaving a 25-minute gap in time. Here, her sister feels that it may be possible someone could have flagged her down or even got her out of the car. Her sister stated there must be a reason why it would have taken her so long. She also stated that although her Renault Twingo was a small car, you could have possibly fit a person inside the boot. While the car was being driven during this time, it was reported that a near collision almost happened with a Skoda Octavia on Strand Road. However, the owner of this car has not come forward to confirm or deny whether it was Ezra driving the vehicle at the time of the incident. 1 hour after, at around 8:40 AM, her silver Renault Twingo car, registration 08D23067, was seen on CCTV 20 miles away from her home in a place called Bray, County Wicklow, County Dublin. The car is seen entering the car park in front of the Seafront Amusements, then exits almost immediately to later return and parks in the only blind spot in the entirety of the car park. Her husband Oscar reports her missing when she fails to return home to look after their son Emin. He contacts the police several times that day and told them that Bray was a place she liked to visit with them as a family. Then, at 10 PM, a final signal was received from her phone by a mast near Greystones. The phone has never been recovered. Finally, at 11 PM that day, Ezra's car is found parked on Bray's seafront. The police found Ezra's car abandoned in a car park in the Bray Head beauty spot, but they were unable to identify or prove that she was the driver at the time. A witness statement claimed to have seen a female get out of a car near the spot, but could not confirm whether it was Azra earlier that day. This unknown female was seen walking towards the head of the cliff top. The police also stated that in her boot they found her purse, while the car was left in the car park, which was noted as unusual. There is CCTV of an unidentified female alone walking in this area, who appears to stop and pause for a few seconds, then continues towards Bray Head. The police officer in charge of the case said that the woman doesn't seem to be walking with a purpose and that they look as though they're contemplating something. The officer followed with the fact that the CCTV footage that day does not pick up the same person coming back down to the car park. However, her sister Berna stated that she had seen the footage many times before and notices a small dog which appears to be following the woman, which therefore is extremely unlikely to be Ezra. December 2011. According to an online news article, Ezra's car keys turned up in a Dublin chip shop in Ronanstown near her home, 6 months after she was last seen. The keys contained a photo keyring of Ezra and her son Emin. It is important to note here that both Ezra and Oscar had lost a set of keys 6 months before her disappearance. However, her sister Berna stated that they can't be the same set of keys as the one recovered in Ronanstown because the chip shop owner knew her sister well and would have handed them to her much sooner than her disappearance. Her sister proceeded to state that there was not a shred of evidence to suggest or determine whether she was ever in Bray due to the poor quality of the CCTV. Berna also stated that Ezra had bought tickets for her mother to travel to her in Dublin to see her, and she was due there the day after she disappeared. Berna stated that Ezra was on the phone to her while she was in London and she gave her a shopping list. To this day, there has never been a sighting of Ezra, and after 1 year the police claim to have downgraded their investigation. Her sister Berna has carried out 15 trips to Ireland within the first 3 years of her disappearance to spread awareness while posting up missing pictures and speaking with locals. Also noted was the fact that Ezra's father passed away in October 2010, and the officer in charge questioned whether this may have something to do with Ezra's disappearance, as it was alleged to have affected her more than the rest of her family. Worst case scenario being that she fell into a depressive state and commits suicide, leading her go into Bray Head. Her sister Berna completely disagreed with this, as they have not come across a body and in such a public place. Her husband was alleged to have said maybe she's run off with someone else, to which her sister said that she wouldn't have just run off on her own, despite her being reported as a lonely person in Ronanstown Grove. After Ezra vanished, her husband and son returned to live in North London. Her son has grown up to believe that she left the house in her car and she got lost on her way to the shops. The morning of Wednesday, 23rd of February 2011 in Dublin was that of a cloudy day, with occasional sunshine through the clouds and a temperature of around 11 degrees. It would have been a relatively chilly day, particularly with the cloud cover. It wasn't until 4 days after her disappearance that the police decided to carry out a search for Ezra, where they had sent 5 people who looked for her whereabouts in Bray Head. Gardaí, divers, a mountain rescue team, some charities and volunteers took part in various searches. The sister also stated that she used her computer to look at fashion-related sites and pages, and no computer detail confirmed anything sinister or untoward. The police found nothing from their computer searches. Anyone with information is urged to contact Ronanstown Garda Station at 01 666 7700 or Bray Garda Station at 01 666 5300 or the Garda Confidential Line at 1800 666 111. Alternatively, you can call Crimestoppers anonymously on 0800 555 111. Ezra is also on the national website missingpeople.org.uk with the reference 11-000500. If you would like me to cover a missing mystery story, please contact me by email at missingmysteryyt@gmail.com. All of the information discussed today has been thoroughly researched and obtained using online police, local newspaper, national news reports, and documentary footage by YouTube. Thank you.